In hydropower plants, turbines are utilized to generate electricity. These turbines rotate due to reaction force produced when one or more water jets are directed tangentially onto vanes or buckets that are fastened to the rim or the turbine disc. The impact of the water on the vanes generates a torque on the wheel, causing it to rotate and generate electricity. The study of these reaction forces, which is the application of conservation of momentum principle, is an essential step in the subject of mechanics of fluids and hydraulic machinery. The objective of this experiment is to investigate the reaction forces produced by the change in momentum of a fluid flow as a jet of water striking a flat plate or curved surface and compare the results with the computed momentum flow rate in the jets.
The apparatus for the study of a momentum of a fluid flow is the impact of jet apparatus. Water enters the cylinder vertically through a nozzle and then strikes a target mounted on a stem. A weighted pan mounted at the top of the stem allows the force of the water to be counterbalanced by applied masses. Water enters from the nozzle and after striking the target plate leaves through the outlet holes in the base of the cylinder. The vertical force on the target plate is measured by adding weights to the weight pan until the mark on the weight pan corresponds with the level gauge.
Remove the top plate and transparent cylinder from the equipment and check and record the exit diameter of the nozzle. Screw the 90-degree deflector onto the end of the shaft. Connect the inlet tube to the bench quick release connector. Replace the top plate on the transparent tank, but do not fit the 3 knurled nuts. Using the spirit level attached at the top, level the transparent tank by adjusting the feet. Replace the 3 knurled nuts, then tighten in sequence to retain the top plate level indicated by the spirit level. Do not over-tighten the knurled nuts, as this will damage the top plate. The nuts should only be tight enough to level the plate. With no weights on the weight pan, adjust the height of the level gauge until it aligns with the datum line on the weight pan. Check that the position is correct by gently oscillating the pan. Place a mass of about 50 grams on the weight pan and open the bench valve to produce a flow. Open the flow valve slowly and allow it to impinge upon the target until the datum line on the weight pan is level with the gauge and leave flow constant. Observe and note the flow behavior during the test. Now measure using the volumetric tank. This is achieved by closing the ball valve and measuring the time taken to accumulate a known volume of fluid in the tank, as measured from the sight glass. Repeat this procedure by adding an additional 50 grams each time until a maximum weight of 500 grams is reached. Then repeat the whole test section for each of the other flow deflectors. To change the target plate, undo the knurled screws on the top plate and remove this from the transparent tank. Take care not to over-tighten the knurled screws when replacing the top plate, as this can damage the plate. When finished taking readings, replace the deflector back to the first one used.
Be sure to clean up your station and any water that may have spilled. Following the lab manual, complete the results table and put together your lab report. If you have any questions, consult your teaching assistant or professor.